Okay, in today's video, I'll be showing you on how I film first look.
Is it? wait.
First, let's go with the bride and his father first look. So this is the same concept on how I film the bride and the groom first look. When I'm putting a microphone to the father of the bride, I always prime him. Meaning I tell him when he sees his daughter, I want him to be him. He can tell whatever he wants to tell his daughter, and he can express how he loves her daughter and how beautiful she is. I tell him to ignore us, videographer and photographer, while the first look is happening. So this is the same concept when I'm putting a microphone to the groom. I always tell that to the groom to express his love to his bride. Like, I want to see his reaction when he see for the first time his bride wearing the dress and makeup and all of those beautiful stuff. For this wedding, I'm using two cameras. The first camera is on the tripod using a Sony a7 III with the Tamron 70 to 180 mm. I think I'm at 135 mm. My second camera is the Sony FX3 with the Sony 55mm 1.8 lens, and I'm on handheld. The photographer is on my side. This should be shoulder to shoulder. That's why I always ask the photographer where he's standing so I can go beside him. I really like to get this kind of shot using a long lens when the bride is walking toward his father, because I can get two reactions at the same time. First is the father's reaction while he is waiting. The second reaction is the bride while she is walking. I'm using spot focus to nail the focus, and I'm at 24p. I left my Sony a7 III camera in autofocus and the face priority is turned on. Now I'm a couple of seconds late, but it still works because I have my Sony a7 III on a tripod.
Oh, my princess. Oh my goodness.
I should have said wait to the bride, but sometimes I don't want to kill the moment.
You are so beautiful to me.
Now, I should have moved more to my right so I can see the father's reaction, but he turned to me, so I just hold still. But every time they look at each other, I can't anymore see the father's reaction. That's why I moved the camera.
Not anymore, yeah. 16. Wow, just lovely, man.
The priority of the handheld camera is to see the father's reaction.
I don't know. Nice.
Love you, Dad.
Love you. I love you too. You'll always be my princess.
Thank you so much.
And after the first look of the father and bride, this is also a good time to have family portraits. So I asked Ian, the photographer, on how he picks a location in first look. And here's what he said.
Okay, location for first look.
Yeah.
I keep it simple. I always look for direction of light and the background. That's it.
Okay. Meaning of direction of light is...
Direction of light, if let's say, I always look for like the big windows kung saan pumapasok talaga yung lighting, but not direct lighting going inside the window, but soft lighting. Example, like the one sa hotel kanina, like it's in a shade, but because the windows are big, all the lights from the concrete outside goes in softer, and then yan, ang ginagawa ko lang ay I light just half of their faces. Yeah, and then if I ask the father to turn around, I always ask him to turn on his left side, because majority of human beings, their angles are always on the left. So if they turn, always exposed for the breast side.
Okay, let's go to the first look of the bride and the groom. This time, I have Anne, my second shooter. So she's using the Tamron 28 to 75mm lens. I should have given my long lens like the Tamron 70 to 180mm, but that's okay. I'm using a gimbal. I let the bride walk towards her groom so I can get some gimbal shots. I got some wide shot, then mid shot. I'm using the Sony 35mm 1.8. When the bride comes, I bring down my gimbal and I change my lens to the Sony 55mm 1.8, then hold still in the middle. I should have used my tripod so I can use a longer lens, but that's okay. Handheld is better so I can move quickly. I see that there are some people who's watching the first look, and that will be an awesome reaction shot.
Oh, yeah!
I love you so much.
Good to see you.
Thank you, po. Thank you.
Now, since I'm focused on the bride and the groom, I didn't get the reaction shot. That's why I said,
Guys, one more cheer.
now I think I didn't kill that moment because the first look is done. Like, I saw it and I felt it. Now, this comes with experience. I just knew when to direct people so I can get the shot that I need, and I need to be quick. I always remind myself every time I film a wedding that this is not all about me. This is not all about my film. At the end of the day, this is the day of the couple. So as much as I can, I don't want to interrupt. I always stick to the schedule. But if I have a chance, I will recreate or direct the moment. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Please let me know if you have any questions or suggestions. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys soon.
Times you'll sustain what you have started, and you'll teach me to abide. Be the gardener of my heart, tend the soil.